Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and I've been trying to figure out a better way to get the baby cattle separated from the big cattle in my cattle farm. What I've worked out is that while having this culling pen on this end of the farm is great, really I want to have the culling pen actually completely surround 3 sides of the farm, and really drive, or actually no, only 2. I only need 2. I'm not going to be greedy, so I just need to, dig down deep here and find a good way to get the cattle into a new pen that will exist right here. So, it's going to be the same basic concept as my last video. I'm going to have fences here. I'm going to have these leaves keeping the cattle from falling through who are too tall, and the baby cattle will just fall through on their own. Fine, no worries, no problems, no troubles, no issues, no concerns, no, negatives. It's a very positive plan. I'm very happy with how overwhelmingly positive I am that this will be a good plan. So once I get all these fences in, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some redstone and some buckets and some pistons to dump water out. Wait, you can do dispensers with water buckets in this game now. I forgot about that. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way, but whatever. We'll see. Let's find out if I'm doing this the wrong way by trying to do this the way I think might be okay, and then freaking out when it's not the right way, and then retrying a different way. So, anyway, I'm going to dig this little channel here, the entire length. Now, luckily I put, oh, dang it, don't want baby cows escaping out of there. Or anywhere, really. Baby cows escaping is pretty much the worst case scenario for this. I guess the worst case is accidentally cooking myself. But I'm not actually using lava anywhere in this, so if I accidentally cook myself, then that's like a whole different thing. Okay, let's see. So we get some blocks here. Let's see, this is all good along the side. We want to make sure that that actually connects. So, now I can come through, and I've got this other part of the pen in place here that I can break off, now that I don't care about that. I'm going to want to, I believe, fence in that upper part so mobs don't jump down on me while I'm in there. That's kind of why this is fenced in, just to keep mobs and stuff away. Okay, so now that I've got the half slab set up across the back there, I can come through on this side and remove the extra fencing. We'll need that fencing later when we want to actually kind of reuse it to, dang it, shore up that wall. And I can't, I'm going to have to just build a stairwell up here for now, and I'll knock that out later so mobs don't get in. Because I don't want mobs climbing this wall, but I need to climb this wall. Clearly, this is a very important wall for me to be able to surmount. Cows, get out of my way. You don't want to be here. This is about to get a little messy. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of quickly wipe out this entire sidewall here. And try not to slay any cows inadvertently in the process, but there are no promises about this, or very few even. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it, that is an open area. Dang it, cows. No, run away. No, not in here, dang it. Well, there's a cow that got away. I mean, he didn't get away, but okay. So now if I come over here, and I just start feeding some of these adult cows, the baby cattle should be bred and then fall right into this little pen here where I'm at. See, let's see. There they are, little hopping baby cattle, hopping right in. Yay! That's kind of working. Now, the pen isn't big enough for me to actually hit the baby cattle once they've grown without hurting the cattle in the breeding pen. So I'm going to have to expand this whole little pit. But in terms of core concepts, we could have done a lot worse. Yeah, and let's get one of these back out, and we'll just lure in whoever's left. Any cattle still hanging out over there? Any cattle hanging out at all? Ollie oxen free, or cattle free, butter free, caterpie? I don't know. Cattle, come on. Oh, there's some little baby ones shaking loose. Oh, they love me. They just run right to me. Great. Okay. So, yeah, then later we'll expand this pen, and in a way that doesn't immediately result in all of the cattle escaping ever, like they are trying to do through here right now. Dang it, cattle. All I'm trying to do is give you more space to live before you die. Like, don't get in my way on that. Like, arguably, I'm doing you a favor. Dang it. Can't have stairs up or they'll, like, immediately claw their way out. Like I just did. Okay, yeah, so we're going to want to definitely have some sort of fence in here that's actually effective. I don't know if this is deep enough yet. I kind of like how deep the other pen is. I mean, it might be bigger than it needs to be, like, in terms of just exactitude. Like, maybe it doesn't need to be exactly that small, but whoa, dang it, nope. Nope, 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 cattle, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Hey, quit it. Dang it, cattle. Now, the next part of what I want to do over here is set up a waterfall system that'll knock the cattle that way. So that way, when it's breeding time, I don't have to worry about the ones in the back being too far away from where I'm working. So I brought some very festive light blue stained clay and white stained clay I'm hoping to use for this process, as well as some extra water buckets, because, you know, those are crucial too. I figure I'm going to want to be pretty high up when I start building this. Maybe even at or above the level of that red clay here. So let's go ahead, because I'm going to need to possibly bring the whole area up by 7. It's got to have a slope of like 1/7 at least, I think. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I'm going to need to have at least one gradation bump in here. So let's go ahead and get out our light blue stained clay and immediately fall into a pit. Exactly as I intended. Dang it. As you can see, I've got my water trough set up here. Not really fully automated yet. I'm figuring what I'm going to need to do. Well, that's going to be backwards if I do it that way, isn't it? I need to set up a bunch of repeaters to run redstone current into all of these pistons. Technically, I could have done this with some of those, what do you call them? Dang it, what is word? I could have done this with dispensers, but that would have taken one water bucket per, like, thing I wanted to deploy. Whereas with this, I only have to use one iron per piston. So that's a lot more economical. I open that up. Now we have somewhere that we can fill our water. So let's go ahead and get our 2 buckets here. Now I think that that should be an infinite source block now. So if I go to the 5th one, and then the 7th one, and so on, I can just kind of keep replenishing my bucket, and then fixing the little thing, and then going on through. Like, I'm just like, I don't know, a hyper-effective watering machine of some sort. Probably could be more effective, but you know what? Nobody's perfect. Especially not me. Especially not Joe Hills. Worried I'm going to give you guys whiplash doing this so many times. Okay, great. So now that we've got this set up like so, if I come here and open that, as you can see, that just immediately starts sending all the water down this way, which then edges the cattle toward the fence, as we would have liked. Some of them seem to be drowning or caught in the fence that way. It looks like there's an issue potentially here with, yeah, okay, so the ones that don't get out of the way drown. That's not ideal. I mean, I guess this is for culling the cattle anyway, so maybe that's alright, but it's... Unintentional death is usually an undesired thing that's not necessarily a feature. Like, if you're trying to describe if something's a feature or a bug, unintentional death is usually a bug. So let's go ahead and climb back out here. Dang the cattle, get out of my way. I'm working. Okay. So if we... Let's hop on over here and pick up all the things that were dropped. Some of the cattle, as you can see, are clearly trying to get out by running up the water, but that's not going to happen. I think I'm going to have to just turn this entire fence here into a wall, which I guess is all right. Whoa, well, that's a undesirable side effect, though, too. Okay, so let's see. If I just come through here and... Oh, I guess if I just make it short enough that the adult cattle can't get under it, then that would be okay, too. So I don't have to get rid of the whole fence. I just need to get rid of the top part here. Although some of them are still going to probably drown right in there. That's not great. Not great at all. So... Okay, so I've added an additional wall there that should stop the cattle from actually butting up against the fence and drowning. Let's go ahead and close this up, and should disable the water. So now the water's no longer falling. Now that I've also walled this up, when we reactivate it, we should see that, yeah, there we go. Now we got a straight line there. I think I'm going to need to put in some sort of lamps or something, though, because the water is going to die, or the water's going to keep flushing out any torches I place. So I'm going to have to put any lamps or whatever in glowstone or sea lamps, or put torches inside of pumpkin heads or something. The way I'm doing it is clearly just not going to be viable. Now the one part that is clearly viable is we have at least gotten all the cattle over this way. Oh, dang it. Probably should have culled the herd here before trying this part, but whatever. We're going to try this part too now. So we're just going to come through with a bunch of wheat. And hopefully we should see the baby cattle start jumping through here. Come on, baby cattle. Where are you at? Is this working? Maybe a little. There's one. I mean, we've at least got the cows generally more on our side, but yeah, this might just not be good enough. I need to make this whole thing deeper, and I need to have the water push further. Now, the only way I'm going to get the water to really push further is going to be to elevate this first little part by at least 1 block. And the number of blocks that I need to raise by 1 block, dang it, is if I can get up on the ladder, should probably be 3 here. Just looking at this, if I can get this over so the cattle are all pushed up against the fence like 3 blocks, that's close enough that I can wheat all of them, I think. So, let's see. Do I have more blocks? Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and start judiciously applying them. Okay, so this is really just generally pushing them further out here, as it should. Now, unfortunately, until we disable and reactivate the water trap, we're not going to see the full power of it. So let's hop on up here, flip the switch. There we go. That was a pretty good toggle. Good toggle, everybody. Cattle start wandering back. They see they've got this additional platform they can jump up on, but hey, that's okay, because I've also reinforced this fence here. I think I need to actually rip out this entire fence. I think that this fence is actually no good anymore. Bye-bye, this fence. Yeah, that's right. That fence is now out of date. Let's see, I can probably pick up some other random items and experience here from all the cattle. Okay, so the cattle are just chilling, having fun. And, oh, this is where my little fence is. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Dang it. Might have to just not use the door. It's undesirable, but it works. Okay, so up we go. Flipping switches. That's pretty good. That is about what I was looking for. So that pushes all the cattle against the wall, slowly but surely. So it makes it easier for you to feed them, for you to breed them, and then for you to cleave them once they've been entered into the little culling pen. So I think that, whoa, yep, see, the ones that drown also kind of get stuck over there. Sorry, guys. Huh. I don't know what I can do better. Like, if they're just up against the wall, maybe if I set up like a piston push that initially shoved them all away. But, like, that seems like a lot of work for cows. Cool. So, let's go ahead and get some more wheat. I saw a new wheat farm over here. I wanted to come visit. And it seems to also be based on some sort of gravity water feeding thing. Not sure exactly how it works. Is there a sign? Are there instructions? Dang it. Okay. What does this say? Hermit Ranch 2 under construction. Well, I think this is just the same basic premise. You have water that deploys when you press a button. But I don't know if... Oh, wait, where's the button? Okay, so here's the button. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, and then they use droppers in this case. to, like, feed the stuff into the chest. Oh. I wonder how they set it to turn off the water, or if that requires an additional pulse from me on the button. Might require an additional pulse from me on the button. So if I... Whoa. Did something just jump me up? Bop me? Okay, well, I can confirm that that seems to have disabled the water flow. And it's really dark over here, which I don't like. I'm just going to go ahead and put some extra torches in along here to generally deter the spawning of mobs or other such desirables. Okay. Oh, maybe these stairs are so it's easier to walk down here and replant. That's cool. Whoa. Don't want to accidentally empty the dispenser. That would be a bad move on my part. That's very ungentlemanly. Unsportsmanlike. Man, I'm just like farming up a storm today. Wheat farming up a storm, cattle farming up a storm. I guess that's ranching more than farming. I'm a farmy rancher. And I'm pretty jolly about it, too. Okay. So let's get some more seeds from down there, because presumably that thing's like full of them now. Oh yeah, it is dispensing seeds like it has nothing else to do today. That is probably what it blocked out its calendar for. Seed collection. Well, I think this has gone pretty well. We got a good way to get the cattle over there. We got a good way to capture them once they're there. And we got a good way to turn the water on and off. Not the best way to turn the water on and off. I'd really rather have a way to keep the water, you know, toggleable from the other side here, inside of this pen, where I do the actual breeding and feeding and all that. But you know what? It's a good start. It's a really solid start. I'm excited about it. I think @NoHills is excited about it too. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. I don't know why I'm doing this pan. I just kind of got into it, and it's been working well for me so far. Until I go off the cliff, then it's just going to be pretty bad. That's like imminent. Let's not continue. Okay, bye. Keep adventuring.